Mold Squad Restoration and Contracting, 312-607-8225. You can visit our website at www.moldsquadusa.com. We're here today on a project. This project, it was flooded at one point. It was a foreclosure, and I don't know how long it was in foreclosure for, but you can see based on the evidence that this whole entire basement was submerged with water. You can see the water line all around the perimeter of the basement of how much water there was. It destroyed basically all the studs, all the electrical, and you know, you even got mold growing on the joist. Looks like they tried to do mold remediation at one point, and the fact that, you know, it got submerged with water for a long period of time, it looks like there's mold growing back on the 2x10s up on as a ceiling joist. You can see how far gone these joists, this framing is. It is pretty bad. And just by looking at the furnace and water heater, you'll be able to see how bad this job was. You can see that water heater there, it's just corroded all the way to like my lower chest area. Same thing with the furnace there. You can see the discoloration. You're gonna have to replace that whole new unit from that point on. I would replace the ducts, but you know, these guys that buy houses and flip them, you know, they try to save as much money as they can. I believe they're gonna probably just replace that bottom furnace unit and then keep the ducts and clean them later. I remember they tried to tell me if this was able to be remediated and just painted over, and I told them honestly, no, you can't do that. Look how far gone these 2x4s are. Not only are they far gone, but we're working with load-bearing walls. You can see here, this is load-bearing because you got two joists that are, you know, together, and they're resting on this support here. Same thing with this middle wall here. You got joists that are resting on this middle wall, and they need to be carefully supported and removed carefully. So once we knock this all down, we have to reframe everything. It's like probably like about 300-400 2x4s, a mixture of probably 200 2x4s and about another 50, probably like 300 2x4s and like another 100 or maybe 50 to 100 2x6s, just so we could make sure that framing, you know, we could cover it. We could cover those metal posts real good. We don't want them to stick out once the remodel phase goes on. So as far as everything goes, he's removing all the 2x4s on this side. So this room is going exactly the same way it was. And there was a wall that was there. We already took it down. And so the homeowner wants framing from that post all the way around up into here. But before we do any framing, we have to, you know, address all the mold and remove all the mold from the air, power wash this place, and just do a good thorough job of cleaning it out. So you could see that a lot of like these guys didn't do a good job spraying. You can still see the wood color. You know, maybe if it was done properly, you would have never had mold growing on it in the first place. We just could have done a quick rinse with antimicrobial. But you can see here that, you know, they didn't do a good job. They probably just did a one coat application and that was it. So yeah, we're gonna be knocking this down, power washing it and reframing it down here. And also, before we do any of the reframing, we have to do a mold remediation, just so it could look nice and, you know, good down here. So stay tuned for the completion video. You can visit our website at www.moldsquadusa.com. Give us a call, 312-607-8225. A lot of people are, you know, have basements in this condition, especially real estate owned houses that are foreclosed. They're foreclosed for a long time, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and nobody comes and checks up on them. And they basically allow the water to sit in here until somebody's gonna buy it at a cheaper price because the bank doesn't want to put money into it, you know. But yeah, that's where we're at on this project. And for the upstairs, all we gotta do is a small demolition of the floors. You know, getting it ready for remodel, so we got to remove all of these floors, address any mold that's maybe on the subfloor. We already took out the soffits, we already took out the toilets, we have to take out the tub. We're prepping this for a remodel crew, not our remodel crew, but the customer's remodel crew. So yeah, stay tuned for the completion video. www.moldsquadusa.com.